and put your feet up.
They think on in progress. And now, but look at it don't show himself. Opposite people, I say, look at it don't show himself. They don't show themselves. Opposite people, they don't show themselves. Opposite people, put them together. Show themselves. Put them together. Opposite people. Show themselves. Show themselves. Show themselves.
The music of Fela Kuti, opposite people. You're listening to Mr. Groove's Soul Spice Jams on Retail. This is D Train. Keep on. To get in touch, send a text message to 07801 598 669. Or you can send an email to info mrgroove.co.uk.
that you can have, but you won't be who you are. Sky's the limit, and you know that you keep on, just keep on pressing on. Sky's the limit, and you know that you can have, but you won't be who you are. Sky's the limit, and you know that you keep on, just keep on pressing on. Sky's the limit, and you know that you can have, but you won't be who you are. Sky's the limit, and you know that you keep on, just keep on pressing on. Sky's the limit, and you know that you can have, but you won't be who you are.
Keep up to date and like our page at facebook.com/reachonair or follow us on Twitter. We are @reachonair.
I want to be in London out the sunshine.
is Light of the World. London Town, 1985 remix. This one goes out to Barry Green, valued subscriber on YouTube, who loves the show.
everyone can come.
So many of you can come out and share and all the love and all the happiness we have in store for you. We want you to have a real good time, because that's just what we have in mind. Is that all right with you? Now, this is a tune that I composed, and it's called Tonight is the Night That You Make Me a Woman. Now, I never intended recording this song. It was a personal poem. That is until the day that my producer happened to thumb through the pages of my notebook. He came across the words and he said, we gotta do something with these words. It's happening every day and people want to hear about it. Ready? You see, it's the story of a young girl making love for the very first time. Now, when I finally got a melody, I took it home and I played it for my mother. Now, I gotta tell you a little bit about my mother. You see, I come from one of those pretty large families, and I'm the baby of the family. And you know, you never grow up to your mother. I'll never forget the way she looked at me when I played it for her. She said, I like the music. You know, baby, the melody is really nice, but I know you're not going to sing that song. Really easy, right on out. And it became one of my biggest records, too. So I want you to do this for me, if you will. Everybody, think back to your very first time. Now I'll give you a little while longer because I know some of you have to think back a little bit further than others. Come on now, I want you to play catch up. Now I want you to wait until I get to the end of my song saying, oh yeah, now remember. Now, whether it was good, or you just smiled and it was good, or on the other hand, if it was not so good, here's my story. Tonight is the night that you make me a woman. You said you'd be gentle with me, and I hope you will. I'm nervous and I'm trembling, waiting for you to walk in. I'm trying hard to relax, but I just can't keep still. No, I can hear your car door slam. I want to play big girl and put on a sexy smile, but I know so little about what love is. Just can't help acting like a child. You knocking on my door and you're ringing my bell. Hope you're not impatient after waiting so very long. A whole year put you off with my silly hands, and we're both old enough to know right from wrong. Tonight is the night that you make me a woman. You said you'd be gentle with me, and I hope you will. I'm nervous and I'm trembling, waiting for you to walk in. Trying hard to relax, but I just can't keep still. Hey, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. Catch us doing what we are doing. Not only will I never live it down, but my whole family relationship, it'll all be ruined. But we don't live it too far now. Oh, to turn around. So let's just pray that true love is what we find tonight, 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 tonight. Oh, I'll never forget tonight. No, no, I'll never forget tonight. That's when you made me feel real. You made me feel real good. Oh, 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 yeah, I wanna thank you, love. Said I got to thank you, love, 'cause you made me feel good, and I love you, baby. I love you, and I know it. I need to try to show it, 'cause I love you, baby, and I need you, baby. I want you. My baby. I'll never forget tonight, no, I'll never forget tonight, 'cause you made me feel good, and I love you, baby. You made me feel real good, and I love you, baby, 'cause you gave me pure love, yeah. Pure love, said I like that, baby. Pure love, said I think that's so good. Pure love, there's nothing phony about it. Pure love, love I can't do without. Pure love, I know it, I ain't too much to show it. I know it, I know it, I ain't too much to show it. I love it, I know it, I ain't too much to show it. I love it, I know it, and I ain't too much to show it. Tonight, tonight, tonight.
Becky Ride with a live recording of Tonight is the Night. The classic dates back in 1978. You're listening to Mr. Groove's Old Spice Jams on Weekend.com. This is Rolls Royce. Maggie Cup.
Like a tender fire deep inside my soul.
Your love takes complete control. Warm and grows and weary. Passion draws me out like a flower that unfolds. With my eyes closed shut, open wide. Know you're touching away. Is it fair? You're like a circle going round. There are no corners around. It's me till my body's weak. I trace the words 'cause I can't speak. Well, each time I feel you near, with all of my only fear. You never touch I need your magic touch your lips. Oh, you never touch I need your magic touch your lips. Won't you tell your secret in a book of poems? The world needs to know exactly what you're doing. 'Cause it's so deep and it offers sweet. With my eyes closed tight, open wide. Know you're touching away. Is it fair? You're like a circle going round. There are no corners around. Just show me till my body's weak. I'll trace the words 'cause I can't speak. Well, each time I feel you near, you're my baby. You got the touch I need. Your magic touch, your touch, your touch. You got the touch I need. Your magic touch, your touch. You got the touch I need. Your magic touch, your touch, walking, baby. There's a famous walking. You're like a circle going round. It's so weak till my body's weak. I trace the words in me. Every time I feel you there, with your arm in my open. You got the touch I need. Your magic touch, your touch, your touch. Turn me on. sweet loving. Our hearts were broken a long time ago. It's time that you and I should start anew. Why hesitate? Time away. You gotta hurry before it's too late. Give me some love, baby. What are we gonna do about it? Just sweet love, what are we gonna do? I need your love tonight, girl, and not yesterday. I need love, baby. I know you really care. Why hesitate? Time away. You gotta hurry before it's too late. I need your love, baby. Sweet, sweet love, baby. Oh, I need sweet, sweet, I need your body. I just can't stand another day. I just got to have your love. Oh, I need, you gotta make your mind up. What are we gonna do about it? I can't wait another day. What are we gonna do so much? Just give me some love, baby. Just give me some love. What are we gonna do about it? Need you in the morning. What are we gonna do? Need you in the evening. Just give me your love. What are we gonna do about it, baby? You got to make your mind do about it. I can't stand another day.
This is Universal Robot Band. Dance and shake your tambourine. Just one more song before the Love Zone. And in the Love Zone, we'll have 3 minute tracks back to back.
And I know y'all have been sitting up there waiting on me. Neither must do it, but either way, we have a lot of them. We got Money in the Bank to talk about. We got AEW Dynamite to be talking about, and Money in the Bank predictions to talk about. So let's get into it. Okay, Money. I'll say it first, though, because I even must say that the reason why, though, that I either much had to come up here and do a third Thursday night Money in the Bank prediction review because you already know. I mean, Money in the Bank prediction review. You are gonna get it on Saturday night, which is where it's gonna be taking place late at night. Y'all gonna be getting Money in the Bank review. Yeah, I mean, dude, I said either much and y'all are gonna be getting Money in the Bank review because I said that on Saturday because I know Tony Khan though he's doing AEW Head of Collision and I am gonna be watching that on TNT because though how's I'm gonna do my AEW Dynamite and my Friday night SmackDown reviews and then how is I'm going to be doing those and then we got AEW Collision on and then I'm like dang Tony Khan either much came and put AEW Collision on AEW on TNT, AEW Collision on TNT, and then now that I'm glad I'm really just glad he did that because I either much need to be taken. I mean, get free. I need to get free Saturday. I need to get free on Saturday. That's what I need to get. I need to get free on Saturday. That is the way that I don't have to come up here and do SmackDown or AEW Rampage review on my notes. I don't have to come up here and do and I really think if I want to come up here Thursday, that means that Thursday I probably would do it, but I really don't know. Don't know. So really don't know if I'm gonna really want to come up here and do it. Because we the much see with Vince, I mean, dude, he sucks. I mean, WWE correct because we the much see him, and people want to say, "Oh, you know, Nick Khan and Triple H trying to have a meeting, either much trying to stop Vince McMahon though from either much change the scripts like he either much did on Friday Night SmackDown." Monday, I explained it to you about Bailey and Shotzi Blackheart that he ended up Vince McMahon ended up changing that match was thrown out of the window and that was set on the card. And then because how you even much gonna change? Because Mr. Man is unstable, dementia, he's out of touch with everything, he sucks with everything, either much around him and Bruce Picture and all his writing team don't either much give a shit about the women's division, trying to build it, trying to add, build up a main storyline to it, or the SmackDown women's division. So they SmackDown women's division is trash. So is the Raw women's division. It ain't getting no better. Where's Tegan Knox? Why she is not on TV? She would have been a better opponent for Rhea Ripley. Where's Nikki Cross? Where's Indy Hartwell? Why are they not on the TV screen? And was Kansas LeRae? Was Tommaso Ciampa? Where are they? Because you just didn't draft them on SmackDown. Indy, Candice LeRae and Johnny Gargano. I don't know where they've been drafted at. So, Vince McMahon doesn't like indie guys. Look, I don't give a damn about is he's too little to do. He can compete in the ring. This dude been in the ring with Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, Adam Cole, Tommaso Ciampa. He has been in the ring with Damian Priest. He's been around with Karrion Kross, Kelly O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, Bobby Fish, and he's been the NXT champion and been partners with Tommaso Ciampa. They just both hell of athletes in the ring because those are Triple H guys. And then don't tell me nothing about that Vince McMahon don't like a dude. He's an asshole. He don't give a damn because you didn't correct him in NXT. You didn't have nothing to do with creating stars like Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. You didn't have nothing to do with them. He don't. He do. You really think Vince McMahon would give two fucks about Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa about trying to give them a major push? He don't have no plans for them. You putting Tommaso Ciampa in the feud with the Miz, it is boring. I don't give a fuck about him feuding with the Miz. The Miz is boring. He can put up some good matches from time to time, but he has not done nothing on TV. And I don't give a damn about the Miz show. And either much Indy Hartwell, I mean, she won NXT champion, but she has suffered with injury because Indy Hartwell, people want to say she is not good, but Indy Hartwell teamed up with Kansas LeRae when she was in Black and Gold, became the NXT Tag Team Championships. So why are you not booking them? So you either much had Indy Hartwell, I seen her in a segment on Monday Night Raw with Kansas ran Johnny Gargano, and then you put Dexter Lumis in there. You had Austin Theory. So that look, that probably has something. The reason why Vince is back because they don't either much want to be on TV because of them. And you know, coming up in a couple of months, once Ariel Helwani ends, once that, and I bet you that deal with Ariel Helwani, he was the one bought the company from Vince McMahon because he know him from 23 years old. Comcast either must say we will buy the company from you, but we don't want to have nothing to do with your Fox, don't want to have nothing to do with your Amazon, don't want to have nothing to do with you. Tony Khan and Shadow Khan were trying to buy it, but they didn't want to have nothing to do. I mean, Vince McMahon was going to sell that company to somebody who was going to keep him there, and somebody who is don't disagree with nothing that he say on. So why is I'm telling you that? So while I didn't explain this to you before, why is I'm going back over this with you again? We done talked about this Monday. We've been on air 2 hours on Monday. Why is I'm either much going back discussing this with you? I don't know for what. So if you want to go back and find out what I said on Monday Night Raw about AEW Forbidden Doors and Monday Night Raw, go back and check that out. So, like I say, you know, Vince McMahon sitting there in the gorilla. Once he do get back in power, he probably will, restate Bruce Picture back in WWE head of career. He don't give two shits about the women's division. He want to bring back that stupid 24/7 title so they can just run around like a bunch of animals around backstage, around the arena, chasing after that 24/7 title. Dude, that is stupid if they restate that 24/7 title on Monday Night Raw, which is I either much hate. Because he don't need to much have the Jews, the identity, the old school mindset. He don't have the mentality, don't know how to use storylines in the women's division, don't even much know how to book tag team wrestling, and he really don't give a damn about talent. He don't give a damn about talent. I mean, trying to, like, people like who Vince McMahon wants on TV, who he don't want, because this man is mentally unstable. He's an ego fucking maniac entitist, because you know I hate his fucking guts so much. And why is he even much there? Because, dude, if this man, look, when Vince McMahon get ready to pass away, he's in the dirt. Triple H probably would be full control of WWE head of creator. Maybe in the near future, we see Johnny Gargano on TV, Tommaso Ciampa, Indy Hartwell, Des Illumins on TV. That Triple H would use properly, and then he would get Tommaso Ciampa a push in the near future. I mean, for the United States Championship and the Intercontinental Champion, because maybe Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Women's Division would be better, but it's still, but the only problem is the tag team have to be fixed. Maybe we get the Hurt Business back together, but it's going to be a while before we get that. So it's going to be a while. So before we talk about Money in the Bank, we are going to do AEW Dynamite first. So it was a good show last night. I watched it. I enjoyed AEW Dynamite. Because this was AEW Dynamite episode 195 at the first Orlando Arena Center in Hampton, Arton. So we had Tommaso is here versus John Moxley, Cardio Castro, and Wallow Yuck. It started a chop fast. They each did shoulders tackle, and they both missed kicks and attack. Moxley did some face bitting. So is here bet some of Moxley head. Moxley got a shoulder tackle, knocking down Moxley, did some Gitchern stumps. Why Holding is here on with is here on the floor. Moxley hit a side dive on is here on the floor. There a lot of room on the floor. Is here arena, because I believe that's where their collision commentary table will be. Eddie Kingston made his entrance while the match was going on. Kingston grabbing a chair and wanted to fight Cardio. They want to a picture-in-picture, but I think is here was out of the ring for about 2 minutes while their referee didn't count him out of it all. And so Izzy was in control with a superplex while standing on the middle rope. They did other standings and throw strikes secure after nearly a minute of that match. Moxley hit a spinning elbow to the jaw. Moxley hit a credible peel driver for two. Moxley with elbows. It is here did a middle finger salute. It is here hit a belly to back suplex. That was no soul. Moxley German suplex. That was no soul. And Moxley hit a clothesline. Is here with a clothesline. Moxley with a knee falling by is here with a knee. Moxley and X here did a double Lariat Estral spot where they capitalize to the mat. They deliver stuff headbutt to each other. Martha was bleeding because of it, and Martha hit a DDT for two. Martha was a bleeding mess as usual. Israel hit his own vision of a pedigree chef and a running Israel for two. Martha come back with a cutter that was no soul, and Israel hit a lyric for two. Marshall hit a knee to the grit in the death rider for two, perhaps because Moxley was slowly to cover his heel with jumping kicks. Moxley no sold that Moxley with the stump, Hayes, Self, and Death Rider finished it for Moxley after 15 minutes. So John Moxley wins by pinfall. So a very good match that was physical with a lot of standing around in the thorn spikes. I don't love everything. I like the double clothesline spot. They liked it silly, but I guess that they were trying to show it was physical match. I'd rather see people sell moves like suplex and deadly moves instead of getting up right away and no selling it anyway. It's heel won um a Forbidden Door, so now he lose to give Moxley a win. Moxley was bleeding and mess as usual, just like in about 80% of his AEW matches. So after the match, Morrissey left and bumping his left shoulder into Kingston when Morrissey was at the top on ramp. Kingston congratulated Morrissey for doing it by himself. I mean, yeah, because you already know that if we want to get a feud with John Moxley versus Eddie Kingston and build up the storyline between these two, or we are going to get it at blood and guts, or we are going to get that match because with the Pool Combat Club done won at at Double or Nothing, and then we get Blood and Guts coming up on July the 19th. Maybe we can get a storyline build up between Eddie Kingston and John Moxley. So Eddie Kingston, though, I haven't seen him on TV wrestle because why is Tony Khan not even much booking him? Because he should be. In singles matches, why is not even much getting booked? Because you could have had him go up against Orange Cassidy, Isaiah Swerve, Chris. You could have had him go up against people in the ring with Sammy Guevara, you would have had him go up against Morrow. You would have, Powerhouse Hall, you can have him go up against Jack Perry. You could have had him go up against MJF. You could have had him go up against, because there's so many heels you can book him against, but you could have him get some wins on TV. Till we either much get to Blood and Guts on July the 19th, because he need to be booked correctly. But I'm not talking about in a 6-man tag team match like Double or Nothing at Forbidden Doors. I'm talking about in singles 1-on-1. So with John Moxley in Powell, in Eddie Kingston, is gonna be this story is gonna be a feud between them two 1-on-1. So Brian Danielson gonna be out of 8 weeks with a thumb injury. Claudio Castro, but can they? Matter of fact, John Moxley really don't need him, but he can win matches on his own. He don't need Brian Danielson, Claudio Castro, and Yuck. He don't need them. So then moving on, Adam Cole was showed a rivalry along with the AEW World Champion MJF in the other car. They both had Drive MJF congratulating Cole for the beginning, sick at the Forbidden Doors, and MJF wishes he did that. MJF said that beginning tag team partners in the Build Elimination Tournament is great things because they can run this entered company together as a team. MJF suggested they hang out this week, Cole sarcastically said sure, but told MJF not to touch him. Cole said he said hello to a few people and he see Max later. MJF got them a tag team match better than you, baby, and Cole didn't see impossibly. I mean, with Adam Cole, I'd like to see him in a ring more, but we had him beating Chris Jericho twice. We had him in a mixed tag team match, but I'd like to see him in a ring more because, but Adam, it's like, do AEW have any plant storyline build up with Adam Cole in the program with somebody? Maybe do maybe you would like to see him go up against heels like Isaiah Swerve, Parker Boudreaux go up against Isaiah Swerve, like Parker Boudreaux, um, I mean John Marsley, but he locked in the storyline with Eddie Kingston. He locked in a storyline with Eddie Kingston. So you either much have him go up against Powerhouse Hobb or Kristen, Luchasaurus. You can have dude. This build had don't have him just to be going out there just to be losing matches because Adam Cole need to be getting built up for the next 6 months because the only one who can beat MJF though for that AEW World Heavyweight Champion is Adam Cole. He's the guy because who's a threat who they got in the company to beat him? Probably nobody because MJF ain't gonna be wrestling no every Wednesday night on TV because with Blood and Guts, I don't know if they have plans for him to defend their tight AEW World Heavyweight Champion at Blood and Guts. And so Orange Cassidy and Ero Voco and Keith Lee versus Jericho approach associates. Dan Garcia, Matt Millen, Angela Parker. The Bayface tournament is random, but I guess that the point of it, the JS guys are there to do the job, and we all know is Lee has black hair again. After later is gold, white eye the past. They go with the orange drag on Garcia, orange tagging in for some comedy. Wrestle with Park involved a comb. Owens hit a running drop kick in Milo. Park Owens twist up Garcia leading to Voco hit a double foot stomp on Garcia. Vikingo hit a running SSP on Garcia for two. Mordro grab Vico leg to trip him up, and Garcia hit a um kick on Vico. Parker hit a double X hand off the top in a suplex. Garcia hit a belly to back suplex on Vico. So the heels were in control of Vico. Mellerin hit him with a power bomb. Garcia with a corner clothesline on Vico and a Parker with an elbow dropper to Parker. And Morrow tried a chop shot on Lee, who wasn't impressive. Lee tagging in with a cross body block along with a strike. The heels knocking down Lee. Then Garcia tried some dance move and Lee clothesline Marvel Parker while Garcia was or Lee back Lee with a double handle chop Vico with a raising kick on Garcia. Vico tried for a drive on the top, but the heels moved and Vico hit Lee back and accidentally Lee picked up a Vico to use him and battery. Ram Vico hit a moonsault off the top onto a two guys on the floor while Owens tagged in Garcia was illegal for his team as he hit a peel driver to Owens, got a pin attempt for to Garcia with a drag and got drag got more uh, drag got more submission, but Vico made the save. Parker sent Vico out of the ring, and Orange hit an orange punch on Parker. Lee was illegal against Morrow, could knock Lee down. Lee hit a slam off the shoulder, call for Supernova for the pinfall win after 13 minutes. So Orange cast the Hojo. Hey, Jay, the Vico and Keith Lee. So it was average tag team match to me. I know they had the spot where they face were working all together due to a family unfamily, and that's fine. The problem in a match like this is the heels had no chance of winning, so it wasn't that instant. Have booked the face to win in a more dominant way. So Vico shows off his athleticism as usual. Owens had the comedy spot and Lee was booking strong. Lee is one of the most poor used guys in all of AEW. They need to start utilizing him more. I mean, yeah, with Keith Lee, he went back to his went back he went either much he went back to his old great beard. That's what Keith Lee went back to. And so, I mean, his original gray hair, but he's not even, I mean, black hair and black beard. He's not even much old man no more walk around with that gray beard and gray hair on his face. So with Keith Lee, it's like the way how AEW is just effectively using him. But to me, look, I would like to see him. He been winning him working with Orange Cassidy and Viking Darrell on AEW. I mean, him in a tag team, I don't have no problem with that. It is the fact of how you use them. Why you not going up against people like Chris Jericho, MJF, people like Morrow, Bryan Danielson, I mean, and these people who I just said, Samoa Joe, Christian Cage, Jabaro Parker, because Keith Lee, though I like Keith Lee, but I like to see him get booked in a whole lot of better than AEW in these singles matches. Because when you and people gonna say, oh, Tony Khan just don't either much know what to do with Keith Lee. Look, you can't push everybody at the same time. You can't do that because if you ain't got no plans, if AEW and Tony Khan and his curator team ain't got no plans for you ain't gonna get pushed. Because you see Orange Cassidy, he getting pushed it hard. And the tag team, I mean, in the singles matches, is the AEW Intercontinental Champion because Tony Khan love him some Orange Cassidy. Look, Orange Cassidy is my fan. I'm a fan of Orange Cassidy because he been booked it up stronger as AEW Intercontinental Championship. He's been booking out stronger, but do he have any? Who is his challengers that who is going to face him for the AEW Intercontinental Champion at Blood and Guts? Who's a threat out there who can take that title from him? Who can either much beat him for it? But probably a nobody till we find out who it is going to be. And so the elite, I mean, Heyman Page, Adam Page, and the Young Bucks, Matt Jackson, did a backstage promo talking about how they had a victory as Forbidden Doors. Page said they had an opener challenge in a Taurus match. The Dark Order losing, walking into the picture with John Solomon saying they are accepting the challenge. Alistair Rayner said they are there to talk to Page. Eva, said that Page hasn't talked to them or hanging out with them and said has his Ingram. Them Page said the elite need him against the Blackpool guys, Raymonds said they were the with Page at his low point. Reigning said tonight they are friends, they are opportunities. That was from earlier tonight, I guess. So this makes Heyman Adam Page looks like a jerk from not bringing friends with Dark Order, even though they were his friends. Dark Order barely gets TV time, even though they are good performers, especially Sullivan. I mean, yeah, because they have not been used on TV. So it's like Tony Khan just don't have nothing for them on TV. Nothing. Hmm. And so either much we get Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara was interviewed by Renee Portrait, who Monter Jericho will be taping into the pin mark. And Jericho said just a few days ago he was in the ring with Sting for the first time. Jericho said that tonight Sting gets the nightmare by factoring the pain marker while saying Sting knows about bringing darts or desperate when you back is against the wall. Jericho said, if you want to get dirty, let's get dirty. Sammy didn't say a word. And so we get this match with Jamie Eva, Alex the Raymond versus the Elite Hangman, Adam Page, and the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson. So Nick and Raina did a Raw with Sammy arm drag encounter by both guys. Nick hit a choke screw arm drag out the road. Sullivan tagged in to say he wants to face Page that leaves a Page hitting a shoulder tackle on Sullivan, who shot out I am freaking jacking baby. Sullivan elbow Page in the jaw, leading to Matt tagging in against there a shoulder tackle by or Matt and and Page off the apron to the floor. Young Bucks did they random running into the ring tag team and offense without making a tag that lead to a neck breaker. So a bad breaker combo, as clothesline both Bucks, both Young Bucks deliver a super kicks on, to knock him out of the ring. Matt and Nikki each hit drives off the top of the opportunity on the floor. Page tagged in, but then he bought Nick in because Page is conflicted. They went to picture in picture break. So Raina sent Matt into the turnbuckle. Nick accidentally kicked his brother Matt, tagged in with a kick and a clothesline along with a vacated suplex. Hit a neck breaker on Nick in a peel driver, but Hangman was there to make the save. Punch Page in the face. Then Page went to the corner and tagged himself in. Matt was in illegal in Nick too, but send them both out of the ring. Page kicked up in Sullivan illegal into the ring, and with a drop kick, Dark Order did a branch out moves on the floor. All three Dark Order guys were in the ring, which isn't legal. Of Curious and Solomon Reyno did a combo series of moves for a 2 count. Matt and Nick save Hangman from a triple team attack. Nick hit a face buster in moonsault combo. Page hit a lyric on Solomon. Young Bucks hits um suicide dive on the floor. Solomon changed Hangman with a hurricane Corona to Hangman hit a dead eye on Solomon. Young Bucks in illegal with a DTE trigger, and Page hit the buckshot liver for the pinfall win after 14 minutes. I mean, it was a good match. It's auto match on the show where this elite is going to win, the Dark Order is going to lose. So it's hard to get that into it. Sullivan did almost get the win. Nearly the end of the match at last, the elite guys work well together, and a curious if they got the win here. The Dark Order shoulder will be used better. They have been in the company for 4 years and barely get any TV time. Hangman confessed it. I mean, finally, where the main story of this match. And so the Blackpool Combat Club toss of Mosley, Claudio, and Yuck jump into the ring and attack the elite tour. The Dark Order guys did even try to make a save. Mosley attack Hangman with a screwdriver to the head. Yuck give Nick Jackson a brain bust onto the chair. Ken Karchiko Tarsha was in the ring with the BCC guys. Eddie Kingston tried to make the save, but Yuck applies the armbar, and Claudio sat it on Kingston upper body to keep him down. Claudio hit the left arm on Castro with a steel chair, but the main camera missed it. So John Marsley said it's about time to finish this. Marsley said July the 19th on AEW Dynamite at the TD Garden in Boston. Blood and Guts. The graphic was showed immediately right after it to show that Marsley is a good employee and is not expect an intolerable things. Hangman and Page was a bloody mess after the screwdriver attack to the head. I think we all assumed it would lead to a blood and guts AEW vision of the War Games match. So now we know the date of it. The BCC will be missed by Brian Danielson due to his arm injury, but they can use Konkosko Toshi and likely find somebody else to be on the team. The Elite can use Hangman Page, Kenny Omega, both of the Young Bucks as I assume Eddie Kingston too. I mean, in this storyline is going to get built up into Blood to go with the Elite. So it's 1-1 with the, I mean, with the BCC had they win at Double or Nothing. So uh with Nick with the Elite had they win at Forbidden Doors. So I think Blood and Guts they are going to get they win back. And then that ends the story with the Elite and the Bloody Guts, so they can move on to something else. Maybe you see the Elite can feud with the House of Black. I mean Buddy Murph. I mean Malachi Black, Buddy King, because they have not even been seen on TV ever since winning those AEW tag team titles tours. So they have been undefeated and nobody haven't beaten them. And I don't see them on TV. It's like, do Tony Khan has any plans?
Your TV is on.
Yes, ma'am.
Got a light on.
I'm on laptop. I'm sorry, we got distracted. Oh yeah, they. I mean, yeah, we got distracted there a little bit. So there was a pro. I mean, like I say that the House of Black is undefeated, but do Tony Khan has any plans for them? I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. They has not been programmed. You put the lead in the program with Nick Jackson, with Nick Jackson and Adam Hangman Page, and let them feud with the model with the pool. I'm sorry, with the lead. But and then you have Buddy King and Buddy Murph and Malachi Black, and you let them feud with them. That means they can set that they can build up that feud going into Jennings. Because right now Tony Khan though don't have no plans on TV for them. So I'm moving on. We see Adam Cole was backstage talking to Roger Strong with MJF walking up to them and calling Strong. Granted, white guy MJF told Cole they should get out of the because this place sucks. Cole hanging strong and wishing him good luck against Samoa Joe. Cole left with MJF. Adam Cole versus Samoa Joe. I'm down for it. Sign me up. That feud, man, right there would be good. Let's hear from Jungle Boy Jack Perry. Jack Perry is a here now. So he was wearing a brown jacket along with a shadow because wearing shadows is a part of a near turn heel playbook. So Jack told AEW to shut the Tarzan boy sound off and said, "We won't hear it ever again." Jack trashed the fans for bringing stick there with wide fire while he going to get in a car to the airport, Jack got into the ring. And Jack said that he is still a young cash fat chick and brag that hotting bitches in the entering play they would be his girlfriend Anna J. In case you don't know, Jack winking into the camera, Jack muttering, waiting to ask Toronto a question, but is Hamilton in a hour away? So they fans boo Jack, wondering if he turns on Hook, if Hook turns on him. Jack whining about losing out of his two world champions, while Hook the Angeles, his champion in Jack Fake. Jack said that the LTR title isn't even requested by this company. Jack called Hooks a feud. Jack claims Jungle Hooks was special because of him, while Jack used to be a tag team champion. When he was in a team and a Hook was lucky to stand next to Jack, Jack said he knows what that title means to Hook. In his family, he looked at Taz, who is Hook dad. The fan chant asshole. So Jack said they were taking to Taz. Jack said he's going to take the LTR title from Hook. Jack said when he's going gets his hands on Hook, he's going to beat the shit in here Hook. So Hook ran out to the ring. Then Jack left the ring and jumping over the barricade. Jack ran to the back. When Hook in pursuit, Taz said that Jack is going to get chased and Hook is going to kick his ass. Man. Hook ran out to the ring. Then Jack left the ring and jumping over the barricade. Jack ran to the back with Hook in pursuit. Taz said that Jack is going to get chased and Hook is going to. Let me stop reading this because it was a decent heel promo from Jack doing the usual heel thing, blaming others for his failure, Jack, because Jack is furious that he's losing other title matches is not valid reason to turn on Hook. So that why the fans are going to boo Jack for his action. I don't know about Jungle Hook begins a special team because they won 4 out of 5 matches together, but I guess we suppressed supposed to think it was a big deal anyway, saying you are making money, beginning a hot check. Then Anna J in wearing sunglasses indoors, you a cock jerk. So it was right out of the heel one-on-one playbook. Dude, he is gonna get his revenge. He is gonna beat the living shit out of Jack Perry and beat the living hell out of him because Hook is gonna get his revenge because Jack Perry he ain't been nothing but loser because he really did. Dude, that match against um MJF, him and Darby Allen in in that match against in Sammy Guevara, dude, you was never going to win the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Intercontinental Champion, because Tony Khan was never going to book you to win AEW World Heavyweight Championship. And then because he thought he was going to get over is a baby face, and then him and Hook won 4 out of 4 matches. Won 2 matches, and then so That means that he turned it on Hook on Taz's son, and Taz got up from the announce table. He got pissed off about that after he done beat the shit out of Hook. And then so he is coming back for his revenge, and this match is going to get this storyline is going to get built up going into AEW Blood and Guts. And so anyway, and that you already know that look, people gonna say, oh, Jack Perry lose against Hook. What do that put him right back at? Below the bottom. But right now, he's not ready for a title in AEW. He is not ready to be a champion in AEW. He ain't ready for that. He is not ready, so because if he can get over if he Jake Perry, I mean he's good on a microphone, but you already know that is his character can get over as a heel in AEW. Because he would be better in facing Darby Allen. He would be better in facing either much Orange Cassidy. He would be better off in facing Orange Cassidy, LTR. He would be better in facing Adam Cole, which is he would lose against him. And he would be better facing Keith Lee and better facing Adam Heyman Page, Nick Jackson, and Matt Jackson in the single matches. But he would get booked, but he would be booked to lose those matches unless he find a way to cheat or get help from a heel. I'm just saying. We get Ruby Soho versus Sarah Ray, Tony Storm versus Alistair Nicole. That was supposed to be Ruby against Britt Baker in an Owen Hart Cup match, but Britt is out of with a illness. So the match will be next week. Ruby was in control with punches. Ruby tossed Nicole out of the ring so that Storm and Saraya can do some chop shots and kicks back in the ring. Ruby hit two belly to back suplex for two with Ruby pick up Nicole head. Ruby grabbed the referee black gloves and did Britt Baker style lockjaw submission with gloves for the submission win. It went 2 minutes. So Ruby Soho, I mean, a sharp match to put over Ruby in awesome. Her match against Baker would have been longer than this, but they only gave this match 2 minutes. I mean, yeah, but this match was just short, so I didn't care for it. But Ruby, Saraya, and Tony Storm, that faction Outcast group has been working a lot of well together. They've been winning matches on TV, and while Tony Storm been doing her thing as the AEW World Champion. So maybe if we get Jamie Hayter when she get ready to come back on TV, maybe she can get her title back from Tony Storm. So after the match, Ruby sprayed some spray paint on Nicole. Ruby blames the fans from Britt Baker because of our um, gum riding country. Ruby trash Britt and Adam Cole for bringing weeks. Why saying she hoped they didn't have kids. Ruby she said she loves who she is now, standing beside those women. Ruby started into the camera saying Britt barely beat Ruby in the final of her best day. Britt said she prevent Britt from winning the Orange Heart Cup again, and Britt will be left with nothing. I mean, Ruby taking on Britt Baker. That feud and that storyline, I mean, it is good because with those two, but who's gonna be the next challenge for Tony Storm over there? Because whether you have Drew J. Cargill right now, I don't want to see her come in and come back as a baby face and end up taking AEW Women's Championship off for her, whether it's Thunder Rosa beats Tony Storm, whether you either much have either much have I mean, I just don't know because it ain't nobody on that roster because Tony Storm been built up she is booked it better as a heel. I mean, on the microphone, and then she been getting wins. I mean, been getting build up. They build up against her. I mean, with Jamie Hayter, they build her up against Wallow at AEW Collide. They build her up tonight against Knight. The man, it was a short match. I didn't give a shit for that. So, who's going to be the next challenger line? Who can either much take the belt? I mean, right now I don't want to see the title taken off her. Maybe till we get Jamie Hayter when she comes back on TV. And so we get QT Marshall along with Johnny TV, Johnny Morris, and Hayter. Cameron Jamin said that QTV and Johnny TV are making they are in a match on Rampage against Matt Hardy and Brother Zay. I don't care for that. I don't care. Really don't. Because you either much have Tony. I mean, dude, Tony Khan ought to be stressed out right now. Then he got him a creative team together for AEW, and then but Rampage. Look, I don't watch Rampage, though. It is no main stories build up over there on that show, nothing. But I don't watch it because they just fast pace. They fast pace with their matches over there on AEW Rampage. So that's the reason why I don't review Rampage no more on my podcast because they too fast paced it over there. So people want me to do AEW Collide, but which is I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. So you get what you get right here. Whether you see me in a month doing, but Money in the Bank, you get Money in the Bank. Saturday night, you are going to be getting it. So Monday Night Raw, if I have plans to come up here Monday, you would just get Monday Night Raw. So just like you get SummerSlam and WrestleMania, Royal Rumble from me over there in WWE, that's what you get. Survivor Series. That's about it. So the last match we get the Painmaker, Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara versus Sting and Darby Allin. They are no rules and no tags in this match and can't end pinfall or submission. Allen went after Sammy on the floor. Sting was wearing a sweet a sweet shirt in pan. Jericho and Sting got into a journalist battle. Sting hit Jericho in the reels in few times, and Allen hit a squash on Jericho, and Sting hit a Stangle splash on Sammy, hit a cutter off the top on Allen. Jericho said Sting ran the floor, so Jericho whipping Sting into the barricade. Jericho worked it over Allen with a chair to the back. Sammy sent Allen into the steel. Still, Jericho suplexed Allen backwards onto the ring apron. Allen was sent over the barricade, leading to a break. And so the match returned with about 8 minutes left in the show. Sammy jumped off the barricade with a cutter and Allen on the floor. Sting was punching both of his opportunities. So Allen jumped off the top with a coffin drop on Sammy on the floor. Sting hit a Stinger splash on Jericho against the barricade. Allen bought a table from under the ring, and Sting did too. Allen set up a ladder again, the ropes nearly where the table was. Sting beating up Sammy a bit with a chair. Allen climbed the ladder, but then Sting climbed up and said he wanted to do it. They had a shocking fans reception. Sting was about halfway to the top of the ladder while Allen and a referee were holding the ladder. Sting jumped off and he hit Sammy knees with the chin while leading hard on his leg. Excalibur claimed that Sting cracked Sammy Guevara, but Sting really badly touched the guy. The table did break at last. The finished table broke, but the second table did not. Allen hit a drive onto Jericho on the other side of the ring. Allen jumped off the top with a skateboard on Jericho back for a 2 count. Jericho sent a change Allen into the ladder. Jericho beat up Allen with some ladder shots and shots to the body. Allen sent Jericho into the ladder that was on the ropes, top ropes. So the camera vid showed Jericho take a blade out of his hand and cut himself on his forehead. Did not show that on camera. AEW directors, you know to be better at that. That the last thing you should be showing Allen trying to springboard attack, but Jericho hit him with a skateboard. Jericho with a bloody from the forehead. Jericho hit a Judy effect outfit on Allen to knock him out of the ring. Sting was back in. Jericho countered a move and Jericho applies the walls in Jericho submission is very likely because he barely sat down on it. Sting got the baseball bat and hit Jericho in the head with it. Sting hit a Stinger splash, but Jericho come back with a cold breaker for two. Sting hit a Scorpio death drop recently, a DDT for two. Jericho with a boot, then he tried a cold breaker and Sting changed him, leading to a Scorpio death drop submission. Jericho tapped out to give Sting the win. It went 13 minutes. So it's Sting match. So you know he is going to win at that. What happened as usual. I like Sting as much as any fans, but please stop doing stupid limps off higher objective just to get um a creep pop. You don't have to do it for a man in his 60s. You are risking serious injury as well. Stain looks as hesitant when he in there too. So I don't know how smart it is to do a tornado tag team match. This match didn't help Sammy Guevara at all since he's barely did anything and was out of that last 5 minutes of the match due to one table bump where Sting looking like he hurt himself more than Sammy. Anyway, the Jericho Sting part were fun towards the end. Allen was just short of there, but not a big part of the match. I give AEW 7 out of 10, so the show was just average. That's what it was. It was just an average show. But Stain, people want to worry about Stain. I almost like to scare me that he almost broke his face when he went through Darby. I'm sorry, Sammy Guevara through a table. And we all know Stain retiring this year. Know him in TNA Impact Wrestling. Maybe we get a retirement match with Chris Jericho versus Sting, and Jericho end up beating Sting and then give him the win. And then you have the whole entire locker room comes out and there's honor Stain because he really don't have nothing else to prove in AEW. Nothing. Because he just there to help put young talent over. So that's the end of my notes of AEW Dynamite. So let's move to Money in the Bank. WWE Money in the Bank prediction co-op match previews. So I'm finna give it to you right now. So Money in the Bank is gonna be in London. So Roman Reigns and Solo Sakura versus the Usos. It's especially a lot of Serskin in this match. The Usos are arguable the greatest tag team in WWE history and should have a leg up on single superstar Solo and Reigns. The problem is that Reigns and Solo are coming off a road loss to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn at Night of Champions. And Range is also heavily protected by the company. I can't see him falling short is consistently pay-per-views, even is he not taking the fall story like this and build up on the chase is too soon into this bloodline breakup for the Usos to beat Range. I mean, I'm going for Range because they are going to win. So I don't see Solo and Range losing to the Usos. Because tell me that Roman Reigns, though, is trying to reach Hulk Hogan. Because they WWE want to move Hulk Hogan out of this spot and want Roman Reigns to beat his all-time record. Who is these challengers over there on that SmackDown brand who can beat Roman Reigns for that title? Because I don't see Roman Reigns is not going to be taking the pinfall win. So they already got him in his story that he is not going to be WWE is not going to book him weak in this match. They had him take a clean pin to his cousin because if I say Solo Sakura, if he hit the Samoan spike either on Jimmy, that means that nobody is going to be kicking out of that. Because I wouldn't even much care if Roman Reigns faced Jay at SummerSlam, he's still not winning. So WWE is not gonna let him lose that belt probably until we get the WrestleMania 40 next year. So we got a long way to go. A long way to go. So people gonna say, "Oh, Roman Reigns though still holding the belt because Vince McMahon has him protected because his involvement with WWE created making sure he don't lose to nobody because he beating everybody on the main roster and who else left standing in his way." Dude, if just give it time because whether it's Cody can beat him or Gunther, but I really don't care. But because you know that this and hopefully he dropped that belt at WrestleMania in Philly. Hopefully he do. Because we get Ricochet, we get the money in the bank match. Ricochet versus Shinsuke Nakamura versus LA Knight versus Santino Escobar versus Bush versus Damian Pierce versus Logan Paul. So looking at money in the bank match to identify a winner. So first involvement, a process of eliminate who would WWE not have carrying around one of the biggest storyline tools in the company, Ricochet, Nakamura, Escobar, and Bush are all um out of this grounds. They are there to prevent texture to this match, not to win the match, and spending weeks of months testing, chasing in for a world title that Living Night prays in Paul and in Pierce Priest only makes sense in a term of the Judgment Day story and seem unlikely a choice to win. Paul is not a regular stamp television win doesn't set him up a good choice to hold the briefcase. Plus, he has only had a small handful of match, one of which was already for a world title. They leave Knight a front of chemistry and someone in warm W hires up seem to have a lot of faith and Knight has to be the favorite here if for a no reason they begin the only value option to hold that briefcase. Look, if LA Knight wins, that he's on SmackDown, so I don't see him cashing that briefcase in on Roman Reigns. It's probably going to be, if he do, it's going to be a failed in cash in. If he cashing in on Seth Rollins, so he's jump over to Raw. So if do WWE have any plans for him cashing in that briefcase? And there's like Logan Paul. Look, I wish that son of a bitch, Logan Paul ends up winning that money in the bank briefcase. I really hope he don't because he is going to cash in on Seth Rollins right after his match, and then ended up setting up. It sets up a match with Seth Rollins and Logan Paul for that WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and then have Seth Rollins get it right back from him because I don't like Logan Paul, so I don't care nothing about him because he won in three in WWE. Lost turnaround, came back and lost. He lost to Roman, turned around and either much lost to Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Then he beat Miz at SummerSlam. So he is 1-2 in WWE. So I don't care nothing about him. So knowing Vince, he would end up fucking up Triple H plans what he already had put down and ended up picking Logan Paul. So he really don't want to see LA Knight get built up as a strong baby face on SmackDown in the W on SmackDown because he don't give a shit about him. So because Damian Priest ain't winning it, Santino Escobar he ain't winning it, and Shinsuke Nakamura and Ricochet, none of these guys is not winning the Money in the Bank briefcase. So I'm just gonna stick with to LA Knight. So the win. The women's Money in the Bank ladder match: Selena Vega versus Becky Lynch versus uh Zoe Stark versus Bayley versus Io Sky versus Trish Stratus. The women's side of things for more definitely to figure out than the men's. They are multiple bag you winners in this match. In fact, everyone in this match will be the fine winner in a legal opportunity to challenge for a world title. Io Sky is the favorite heading into money into this match because the story playing out with Belly, controlling a nature of jealousy, will be making things interest. Only one woman has hold the contract for more than 2 days before cashing in. So the more answering question will be, can the briefcase be used for a long-term storytelling on the women's side? For one's like to think yes, and it makes the most sense to do so with Sky. But I mean, Sky really don't speak English. She not good at cutting promos in the ring, really. But I'm just don't think she's winning the Money in the Bank briefcase. But I don't want Trish Stratus to win it. I really don't, because this is her first ladder match. Because I just Becky ain't winning it, Zora Stark ain't winning it. The year of Money in the Bank feels like a real event where many outcomes are in question. I can see a lot of instance ways in the women's ladder match shaking out Sky in the fans' favorite pick, but in curious transcend with tournament barely could spar you over a Saturday, and Bailey steals the briefcase from Scott. Could be any instrument. Angel Lynch is typical a safe, but in those sources, Starks could win with her egotistic mental Stratus moonlight as a contract holder. Ultimate, I am saying with the underdog Vega shining in her women's title match against Rhea Ripley has been re rebellable in the ring and on the microphone as has crossed over. Applies a Vega also begins much needed to the legit mercy to the LWO stable. WWE is pending for a new Latino star as she approached to have been under the company. Knows all alone. So I would go with Selena Vega. I would stick with Selena Vega. I'm picking her to win the briefcase because matter of fact, she is on SmackDown. So I mean, do you want to do? They just need to cash in. Selena Vega probably need to try to cash in either way, because right after the match with Charlotte and Bianca Belair, maybe she can cash in on them and take the WWE Women's Championship off of Charlotte right after she wins the match. Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. It's too soon to take the World Heavyweight Champion off of Rollins. They nearly meant would take was Rollins' reward for being a working horse who puts over just about every other major superstars for the past few years. Rollins' work ethic has also trans to countless media approach in the lead up to the pay-per-view. WWE has done good work to build up Balor into a believable threat in the Judgment Day. And so, strongly than ever, there is a extra story to tell with Damian Priest as the briefcase holder in a insurance pridering Balor as champion, but WWE can tell that late after Rollins embarrassing himself as a champion. So, I mean, I don't see Seth Rollins dropping that title. He don't need to drop the belt. He just need to. He's gonna put up a hell of a fight against Finn Balor. Gonna put up a hell of a fight against Seth Rollins, hitting him with finishers, drop kicks on a turnbuckle, and try to hit the Martin McGuire. And Seth Rollins will move out the way, and Seth Rollins come back with a curl stomp, and then he ends up winning, retaining his WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And we get Cody Rhodes versus Dynamite. So Mysterio has been holding masterful, leading to himself being true. Top Ty Hills in terms of generated heat is starting to feel a little in quickness, INORGANIC quickness at the point where the booze begin more of a crowd doing a bit status than generate reception, but it's still being fun as a place mystery into a spot where he feels like he mattering on the roster that said the need to be roles when he want for a surefire choose to end Roman Reigns run to lose their WrestleMania showdown and falling down the card a bit, while a feud with Brock Lesnar was used to rib him. Rose still won the first match with a quick pin in his demolish head out of, and doing the rematch, losing to Mysterio doesn't keep him strong for the Ruben match with Lesnar and other even tier ran a belt. So you know, if Brock Lesnar come to London, he is going to end up screwing over Cody Rhodes and attacking him, hitting him with an F5, and helping Dominant win that match. Because he got to walk out. He's going to be the only one that walk out with a win. Because if he don't show up, though, that means it is just a waste of time if Brock Lesnar don't show up and attack Cody. Because Dominant need that win more and Cody do. So hold on, I'm coming back. Okay. So we get the Gunther versus Matt Riddle. So White Riddle is a value option to end Gunther um largest run as a Intercontinental champion. This simple doesn't feel like the right time. They are pleading off a way to have Gunther get the win without hammering Riddle, including underhand tastic from uh and the Imperial Rhythm just doesn't feel like he's as the level where he feels like he needs a title. In WWE commenting to Gunther bring a record setting Intercontinental champion. So I'm going with Guth because Gunther has been on a run in WWE. WWE has been booking him hardly as the Intercontinental Champion, and he's going to be the one that break the honky tonk man working around come September. And then when somebody dethrones him, look, I don't want to see Randy Orton come back and dethrone him because I want to have it's somebody else who can beat him and take the bet off of him, because he hasn't been taken a loss in WWE. But we hear rumors that Randy Orton supposed to be come back, but I don't know if it's going to be at Money in the Bank. And so, yeah, because to me, if Randy Orton need to come back as a heel, I don't want him to come back as a face because we need him. Maybe he get Monday Night Raw. It still ain't gonna be that. It would be better with him back. So we might get him because when you see Randy Orton give Matt Riddle try to give Randy Orton a hug. Then Randy Orton ends up RKOing him and beating the shit out of Matt Riddle, and that set up and have Matt Riddle taken off of TV off of while, and then he ends up punting kick Matt Riddle in the forehead, and then and so have Matt Riddle off the TV for a while, and then around come July, he would be back on TV. And then they set up a match at Detroit, Michigan at SummerSlam. So Money in the Bank prediction, I think some of mine is going to be wrong. So I have Roman Reigns and Solo going over the Usos. I have LA Knight winning it, but this prediction is going to be wrong because look out for Logan Paul because Vince McMahon surely is going to fuck that up. So EO Sky, I don't see her winning. I would just go with Selena Vega winning it, Seth Rollins beating Finn Balor, and I would have Cody beating Dominic at Money in the Bank. But if Brock Lesnar shows up, he's going to help him, Dominic, beat Cody. And Matt Riddle versus Gunther for the Intercontinental Champion. I see Matt Riddle is going to be the one retaining it. So that's the end of my notes. And so I mean, if Priest wins the Money in the Bank, if Priest for the love of people don't have him lose left and right every way, but lose that every win. Seem look, Priest ain't winning the Money in the Bank briefcase. Priest with cash in Finn Balor to get kicked out for JD Madonna. It ain't happening. So it ain't gonna happen. So I mean, let me get out of here. I gotta eat. So see y'all Saturday night when I do the review. Peace. So I mean, yeah, I know y'all don't have any other questions. So we don't went over AEW Dynamite. We don't went over Money in the Bank. So I'm done. So peace.